Today's recipes are big on spices, herbs, and wonderful aromatics. I've taken my inspiration all the way from the Arabian Peninsula to Turkey and North Africa and put together a fantastic Middle Eastern breakfast, lunch and dinner. I absolutely love dishes from this part of the world, so for my ultimate Middle Eastern food, expect lots of incredible grilled meats and vegetables with pulses and delicious fresh and zingy flavours.
First up for breakfast, a staple in Middle Eastern food, phyllo pastry, and I'm making crispy and fragrant triangles with luxurious honeyed yoghurt. Next, it's lunch, and my take on a Turkish classic, lamb koftas, with yoghurt and mint and a vibrant beetroot and chickpea hummus.
Delicious.
For dinner, I dragged my eldest daughter away from her school books for a lesson in the kitchen and some father-daughter time.
I've got revision to be doing.
Don't worry, this is far more important, trust me. Who needs exams when you can cook for a living?
We're cooking up a taste of Arabian Nights with quail in pomegranate molasses. A bright butter bean salad, followed by one of the region's most loved exports, sweet and sticky baklava.
Wow, smells so good.
These are my ultimate Middle Eastern dishes. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. First up, it's breakfast and my incredibly easy, fragrant, crispy phyllo. Delicious with a simple honeyed yoghurt.
Now, these are beautiful phyllo pastry sheets. Now, it is possible to make it, but to be honest, to try and stretch the pastry that thin and get it even is an absolute nightmare.
Life's too short to make it at home when you can buy amazing phyllo pastry.
So, when working with it, always get a nice damp cloth and just lay the damp cloth over it. That keeps it nice and moist and it stops the phyllo pastry from actually drying out. Put a pan on to melt your butter. It's the butter that gives the crispiness to the phyllo pastry. If you're ever going to brush or coat phyllo pastry with butter, and make sure that butter is nicely seasoned, you take your first layer, lay it onto the board. Nicely. Brush that with your butter. And the nice thing about phyllo pastry is that it can be used for savoury and sweet.
These are going to have a fragrant, savoury flavour with thyme, black pepper and Parmesan cheese, so no need for salt.
Lift up the corner and fold very quickly. Brush the ends and just nip those ends together. Non-stick pan on, a little splash of olive oil.
Fry the pastry for 1 to 2 minutes on each side.
So you want them to sort of puff up. The secret is to cook them quickly. You can smell that cheese and that thyme.
You're looking for them to become golden and crispy. Simple as that.
And then out. Smells delicious. And as they sit and cool down, instantly, they become really nice and crispy.
The phyllo goes fantastically well with thick, creamy Greek yoghurt and a drizzle of runny honey.
And there's something quite sort of Middle Eastern about the herbs, the yoghurt and the honey, and the sort of crispy textures of the phyllo pastry, an alternative savoury breakfast.
When you want a stunning and sophisticated breakfast that mixes fragrant herbs and cheese with glorious honey yoghurt, this Middle Eastern treat hits the spot and it's so simple to make.
The more you learn about ingredients, the better and the more varied your cooking will become. Now, here's a closer look at some I'm using today.
First up, I've already used phyllo pastry in my breakfast, and I'm using it later for a sweet dessert. Made from just flour, water, salt and oil, it's incredibly fiddly to roll into tissue-thin sheets. So, I like to use good shop-bought ready-made phyllo, which makes cooking Middle Eastern delicacies like the lemon baklava I'm making later a breeze. Quail may seem quintessentially British, but this little game bird originates in the Middle East. It's got a lovely light, gamey flavour and it's quick and easy to cook. In the Middle East, it's eaten whole or flattened and grilled over charcoal. I'm marinating mine in pomegranate molasses and roasting it. It's the magic of the East on a plate. Next, chickpeas are a staple in Middle Eastern cooking. Chickpeas either come as flour, dried, or ready to go in cans or jars. If you're cooking the dried ones from scratch, don't add salt until they're finished cooking. You can also buy them pre-cooked in either brine or spring water. They're packed with protein and so versatile, whether as a stuffing, in a salad, or blended as part of the beetroot hummus I'm making next.
One of the brilliant things about cooking at home is being able to bring ingredients and influences from all over the world right into your very own kitchen. For my ultimate Middle Eastern lunch, I'm bringing a touch of Mediterranean sunshine into my home in a grey-skied London.
Gorgeous grilled lamb KOFTAS with my incredible twist on a Middle Eastern classic, hummus. First job, glorious beetroot hummus.
We're going to blend and puree the cooked chickpea and the beetroot. Now, the beetroot gives that pickly, delicious flavour to the hummus. Beetroot's in with the chickpea. A nice seasoning of salt and pepper. A tablespoon of olive oil. A tablespoon of tahini. This is roasted sesame seeds, pounded and mixed with oil.
Now, crushed garlic and toasted cumin seeds, grind, then pop into a blender.
I love that nice, dark, rich colour, and you finish it with a nice lemon. Slice it in half, take out the seeds, and squeeze. The fresh lemon juice at the end just wakes up the acidity in the beetroot, but really cuts the richness of the chickpea. And the lemon juice is pivotal. It really brings the beetroot and the chickpeas together. Chickpeas are packed with protein, very dense, and it needs that kind of acidity. One more little blend. Lovely. Nice. Little taste. That's delicious.
Homemade beetroot hummus, so tasty, and it really is that easy to make. To finish, some toasted cumin seeds and sumac.
Now this is delicious. It's a sort of Middle Eastern spice. And then some sesame seeds. Finish that off with marjoram.
Hummus done. Now for my KOFTAS.
Pan on, onion, nice and finely diced. Garlic, 3 nice cloves. Squeeze the garlic over the onions. Onions, garlic in. You get a really nice colour on them. After that, a nice teaspoon of chili flakes. Beautiful.
Now into a pestle and mortar with a teaspoon of toasted cumin.
Give that a little touch of salt in there. Helps grind it down. That is such a lovely smell. Aromatic, exciting, spicy, intriguing.
Once ground to a fine powder, sprinkle your spices into the onion and garlic to create a wonderful aromatic paste. Now for the lamb mince.
Lightly season it. And then add all that wonderful flavour.
Next for some freshness, parsley and mint roughly chopped and a glug of olive oil.
Get your hands in there and give that a really good mix. Traditionally, you can see KOFTAS on little sticks, barbecue skewers. And depending on where you are, they have different sort of variations and shapes and sizes. I much prefer the nice little sort of, almost like little mini burgers, like little mini sliders. But these can be griddled, these can be fried in a pan, or even cooked on the barbecue.
Start by rolling the mix into a golf ball size, then flatten out.
Always lightly oil your plate. That way, when you set them in the fridge, they don't need to be oiled again. They're going straight into the pan because they've got oil underneath and oil on top. Keep your hands lightly oiled, and it helps to stop the lamb from sticking to your fingers.
Then pop them into the fridge to set and firm up before cooking.
Now, you can cook the kofta in a frying pan on the barbecue or an amazing little griddle pan. Get the plaque really nice and hot.
Whilst that heats, I'm making a yoghurt dip.
I love a nice sort of fresh minted yoghurt.
Put fresh mint leaves, salt, and a pinch of toasted cumin and black pepper into a pestle and mortar to grind.
As you start to sort of blend, the mint almost turns into a nice fresh mint puree. And the smell out of that is incredible.
Add yoghurt, and I like Greek best, and a squeeze of lemon.
But look at that now. Beautiful. Now for the kofta. So they go on. One of the biggest problems on cooking kofta is that they move them too early and they start to break up, but let them grill. And by grilling them, they'll naturally lift off the bar once they've charcoaled. And so literally 2.5 minutes each side. Now, turn them over. Beautiful. The smell is incredible.
Once browned on both sides, they're ready to serve.
On. Delicious. I absolutely love lunches like this because it's sort of bold food that's packed full of freshness and great flavours.
These quick and easy minty lamb koftas served with beetroot hummus are perfect for a relaxed meal your family and friends will all want to tuck into.
One of the things I love about Middle Eastern food is its vibrancy. It really creates a great atmosphere in your kitchen with lots of colour, lots of fresh herbs, fruit, vegetables, nuts, honey and sweet syrups. And for my ultimate Middle Eastern dinner, I'm filling the house with the fantastic smells of aromatic cooked meats.
And helping me in the kitchen to take a well-earned break from her studies is my eldest daughter, Megan. First job, a pomegranate marinade for the quail, which have been cut in half and flattened.
So small.
Aren't they small?
Yeah, it's tiny.
So it's almost like a sort of nice entrance into eating something slightly gamey. OK, if you give them a nice season for me, salt and pepper, and all spatchcock means is that the rib cage has been taken out and they're flattened down. And because the bird is so delicate, it's flattened to cook evenly, and it really is a nice, sort of light, gamey, dense chicken flavour. So we're going to toast the spices. When you think of Middle Eastern food, it's packed with amazing flavours. A tablespoon of coriander, a teaspoon of cumin, and a nice little seasoning of salt. So we toast them now, intensifying the flavour. When they start smoking lightly, that's a nice indication that they're ready. OK, if you grind away. So the best thing then, I'll stand up close to Daddy. Thank you. Oh, look, your tummy's out. I thought it was the quail, it was your tummy. This hand here keeps it nice and firm, and you grind that into a nice powder for Daddy, please.
It smells so good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
So to get that in, really go around the outside, and that grinds it up.
Fast.
And I've gone around a pestle and mortar more times than you kiss boys. Squeeze the garlic in. Next, a little glug of olive oil. OK, and I want you to pour 6 tablespoons, please. So that is pomegranate molasses. So it's like an aged balsamic vinegar, but really reduced down. Give that a nice mix up.
Is it going to be very sweet, Dad?
A little taste. It's sweet, but sour.
Yeah, it is. It's
Now.
so good, though.
No. Take a nice spoon, put it inside the quail. You can even do this the night before. Good. If you pop them in the fridge.
Let the quail marinate anywhere from half an hour to overnight. For my ultimate Middle Eastern dessert, it's got to be baklava. Start by melting butter in a pan. Chop pistachios in a blender. Then combine with caster sugar and lemon zest. Brush the melted butter around a small baking tray. Place half a sheet of FILO pastry on the base. Brush well with melted butter. And sprinkle with the pistachio mix Repeat and press down between layers. You're looking to create 30 to 35 layers. Then cut the baklava into bite-sized rectangles and bake in a preheated oven for 30 to 40 minutes. Meanwhile, make your delicious citrusy syrup. Simply add water to a pan along with caster sugar and the zest and juice of a lemon. Simmer for 7 to 10 minutes, making sure the sugar has fully dissolved. Now, to give the baklava wonderful sweetness, remove from the oven and whilst hot, pour over the syrup so each layer is gloriously sticky. Leave the baklava to absorb the syrup for at least 12 hours. These delicious sticky treats will keep for a week, but they're so Moorish they'll be gone in a flash. The quails have marinated, now they're ready to cook.
Nice hot pan. Pick up your quail and skin side down first, okay? Get all that nice colour. And always open them up as well in the pan. Okay, we'll get that skin
Crispy.
crispy, that's right. Smell that pomegranate?
I can really smell it. It smells so good.
You get all that marinating there. You know, cook with it as well. Don't waste it.
How long, on average, does it take to cook, did you say?
Literally, about 12 to 15 minutes in the oven. And a little touch of water in. Bring that up to the boil. Into the oven, 180, so 12 to 15 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
The final job before serving, a herby butterbean salad to go with my quail in pomegranate molasses.
Now, one of the things that I love about Middle Eastern salads is the sort of crunch and the colour as well. Butter beans, it's going to be the base of our salad. From there, little radishes and sort of top and tail them. Get them like that and throw them in. There's nothing small and dainty in there, OK?
Yep.
So, with the spring onions, nice. We're going to use the greens and the whites. I want you to slice along that way this time, so you got those nice light shards, OK?
Yeah.
Now, the croutons are made out of these little pita breads. Just slice lengthways.
In with the salad?
Oh, yes. So this salad's all about texture. So cucumber, OK? And take out the seeds.
How comes you're taking the seeds out?
It just makes the salad very watery.
Like a shower.
OK? Cucumber juice. Delicious. Like this, you go, yeah, you got me going. You really got me going. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah.
I've got revision to be doing.
Don't worry, this is far more important, trust me. Who needs exams when you can cook for a living?
After the lecture you gave me with my exam.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Be a chef for a living. Have a proper job. Don't tuck your thumbs out like that. You'll be thumbless. Let's go. Now, good cucumber in. From there, take your nice, vibrant tomatoes, slice down.
It almost looks like a Greek salad as
Does
well,
it?
with all the colours.
It resembles that, that's right. And with the celery,
Like before.
yeah, lengthways. So we need some mint and parsley. I want you sprinkling it in there and really mix it through. The herbs give it that nice kind of freshness. But I want a bit of a bite in there now.
I love pomegranate.
So, just carefully open that up. Okay, and then just drop them on top. So we've got a bit of fruitiness now into the salad.
For crunch, simply cut up whole pita breads, fry in a really hot pan with olive oil until wonderfully golden, crispy and irresistible.
Out into a sieve. Okay.
Next, a sprinkle of sumac,
That's a dried fruit from the Middle East.
the zest of a lemon and the juice, then a drizzle of olive oil, and last but not least, my crunchy pita croutons.
Sprinkle the croutons on.
Wow, they've gotten hard.
And then just lift that up and mix in with your hands there. Nice and gentle, just with your fingertips. There you go, so you just mix, there you go.
It doesn't crush anything.
And doesn't crush anything. But then let's just take a little bean.
Wow.
Isn't that delicious? Nice. Now, quail. It's got that really Sort of toasted, almost like a sort of light
Smells so good.
barbecue flavour.
Can't wait to try it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And then just finally,
Bit of lemon zest.
it just lightens everything up a little bit. And it goes so well with the pomegranate. Now just,
Wow.
that'll smell better than any boyfriend you'll ever have. Oh, God.
I beg to differ.
OK, good. Let's go. How delicious is that?
That's so delicious.
My Middle Eastern feast of quail with a pomegranate molasses and butterbean salad with baklava to follow. When dishes are this aromatic and colourful, there's no wonder that Middle Eastern food is always a hit.
Right.
Ollie, Tilly, Mum. Dinner.
Now, look at this. Would you like to serve the salad? Oh, wow. Hi, Hols.
Ollie.
Till, how's the quail?
It's really good, thank you. I love it.
Hols, how's the salad?
It's really nice and fresh.
Delicious.
There are loads more great home cooking recipes on my app, Cook With Me. You can find it in the App Store. Good luck.
Like, was it easy to make?
Yeah, it was actually. It was very simple and fun.
Did you make it for...
You're gonna get it tonight.
OK, today it's all about healthy food. I love running marathons and playing sport, so this subject's very close to my heart. Healthy food has a bit of a bad reputation for being slightly boring and bland, but it doesn't have to be. And that's one of the keys to maintaining a good diet. You need to make food that's a pleasure to eat, as well as being healthy. Packed with flavour, here's more of my ultimate healthy food.
For breakfast, my secret to amazing healthy granola. Made in minutes and full of goodness. Next, a quick and easy healthy lunch, bursting with flavour and brimming with lean protein. Steamed mussels with cherry tomatoes and saffron crisp breads. For dinner, incredible spicy lamb chops with superfoods, broccoli and bulgur wheat, and a vitamin-packed healthy mango sundae. Proof that food that is good for you can taste great. These are more of my ultimate healthy recipes: breakfast, lunch and dinner. First up, my homemade granola for breakfast.
Every time I put a healthy recipe together, a healthy dish, it needs a bit of a treat. So this is a lovely, stunning, get-up-and-go, fresh granola, first thing in the morning. The treat here is in that little baby, honey. So that sweetens it. So just start off with 200 ml of delicious honey into a pan, just to warm up. In she goes. Now, I know these are a chef's favourite, but it makes all the difference, especially for breakfast. A fresh vanilla pod. And I think of the way that I use herbs to add flavour to soups and salads. I like to think that vanilla does exactly the same. Scrape out all those wonderful seeds in. Now, the staple of the granola is the oats. Next, puff rice. Delicious, crunchy, but light and fluffy.
Next, add wheat bran and your seeds. Pumpkin, sunflower and linseed.
In. And then almonds. Incredible. That nice heavyweight from the nut bunch. Now, bring the honey to the boil. Slowly drizzle that amazing honey in. Give that a really good mix.
Coat the granola with the hot honey.
Just slowly churn it, using the outside of the bowl. You can see it just getting nice and sticky.
Once the granola is completely coated in honey, it's ready to bake. Now, spread the mix on baking paper.
I'm going to season it lightly with a touch of salt on top. The salt throughout dries up the oats, and the honey will roast, colour and glaze the granola. Nice.
Into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. 10 minutes into the cooking, simply run a spoon across the top to turn the mix and ensure it's crunchy all over.
You can smell that light roast. Look at the colour. Honestly, look, it's crispy. It's delicious. Now, I'm going to tart it up and put some lovely dried cranberries That just gives us chewy, sweet flavour. Delicious. And then finally, these beautiful berries. Goji berries.
Goji berries are high in antioxidants and have been eaten in China for centuries for their healing properties. But you can add any dried fruit you like.
The cranberry and the goji berries gives it that nice, chewy, rich texture to the granola. Now, this is the best way to store it. It looks incredible. Really incredible. Look at that. Eat well, stay well. Right. Milk.
My homemade crunchy granola. It looks good, tastes good, and it's packed with healthy grains, superfood berries and seeds. It's incredibly good for you too. A breakfast for champions.
Next, I'll be showing you a fantastic healthy lunch and dinner. There are no magic ingredients, just great fresh food. Here's a closer look at what you'll need to make them.
First up for lunch, one of my favourite ingredients, mussels. They're great value, an excellent source of nutrients and lean protein, and they are so versatile. You can poach them, grill them, or bake them. But I'm going to steam them with cherry tomatoes, pancetta, sherry, and chili for lunch. My next healthy ingredient is bulgur wheat. Richer in protein, fibre and minerals than many other grains. The nutty flavoured bulgur wheat is made by parboiling, drying, then grinding whole wheat. It's fantastic in puddings, in stuffings, or in salads, like the charred broccoli one I'll be serving for dinner. Finally, not strictly an ingredient, but it certainly adds flavour, the griddle pan. Perfect for grilling almost anything with minimum oil and maximum taste. Plus, excess fat just drains away. You can find them for as little as £10. Trust me, it's worth the investment and takes veg, meat and fish to another healthy level.
Chefs are renowned for working all hours and having unhealthy lifestyles. But I try to keep myself fit and eat healthily. And it's not as difficult as you might think. So, however busy your life is, I'm going to prove to you you don't need to always go for fast food or ready meals. It's easy to cook fantastic healthy meals at home. Here's my ultimate healthy lunch. Fast to cook, but crammed with flavour. A delicious saffron flatbread with mussels. It doesn't get any healthier than that.
First job, the super easy saffron flatbread.
Put the saffron into the bowl and a couple of teaspoons of hot water. That starts to infuse the saffron, and so you can maximise on the colour across your flatbreads.
To make the dough, simply add plain flour, a pinch of salt and pepper to a bowl, and then pour in a dash of olive oil.
That makes the dough nice and silky and rich. Your saffron water, and you'll see how concentrated it is now. And then you'll need cold water.
Then simply knead to bring the dough together.
Mop up all your flour. You can see now the saffron's activated. It's got that really nice colour. Beautiful. Use your wrist and just knead it nicely. What we'll do now is smoothing out the gluten strands. Push and tuck in. Push and tuck in. And every time you do this, getting softer, you just sort of form like this perfect, beautiful dough. It smells delicious. That saffron is very powerful. Now, sit that in your bowl, cover it with cling film, let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes.
This relaxes the dough, making it easier to roll and gives it time to infuse with the saffron.
I'm going to cut that into 3 and then roll them nice and thinly. Now, lightly flour the surface and then just bring that to like a perfect ball on the board. Once you've got that nice ball, your rolling pin, and just roll it out. Now, it doesn't get any simpler than that. And then just lightly flour that on top. And a little salt.
Cooking the flatbread is easy. Just pop in a hot, dry pan and they're ready in minutes.
As it hits the pan, it starts to blister. She's ready for turning. Beautiful. Get that colour on there. Now you want it nice and crisp, almost blistering on both sides. And because it's nice and thin, it's cooked.
Once browned on both sides, just cool on a rack. Flatbread's done. Now onto the mussels.
Now the secret behind cooking great mussels is in the speed you cook them.
The key is to chop and prep your ingredients before you start cooking.
First thing, pancetta. I want it quite chunky. If you can't get pancetta, I always like to use a sort of streaky bacon because I want to sort of render all that flavour out the streaky bacon. Now, tomatoes, garlic and chilli. Cherry tomatoes, they're just going in whole. The garlic, just crush the garlic. So all that flavour comes out. Chilli, I want some heat in here.
That's everything prepped. Now to get it cooked.
A little touch of olive oil. Pancetta in.
Pancetta takes moments. Once it's brown and crisp, put your garlic, chilli and whole cherry tomatoes into the pan.
Mussels go in. Okay.
And I'm using dry sherry. I think it works better in this recipe than white wine, which is classically used at this stage. Then oregano, finely chopped, stalks and all.
Oregano on. And then just give that a little mix. And you'll see those mussels start to open. Lid goes on. You've got to lock in that flavour. Got to lock in that heat.
The mussels will take 4 to 5 minutes to steam. In the meantime, cut your flatbreads into strips.
Crispy and crunchy. Now, the mussels. Wow, that is incredible. My goodness me. Now, that is one lunch I definitely don't want to miss. Healthy and delicious. Doesn't get any better than that. Incredible.
Steamed mussels with saffron flatbreads, made in minutes and packed with protein and vitamins. This is one fast food meal that really is healthy.
Healthy eating is all about balance. Fresh, home-cooked food in sensible portions with a few treats now and again. My ultimate healthy dinner is a great balance of protein, carbs, vegetables and fruit, but doesn't compromise on taste or flavour.
The key to healthy eating is to have a host of wholesome recipes up your sleeve so you're never short of inspiration. Joining me to create this healthy dinner is Jack's twin sister, Holly. We've got aromatic lean lamb chops with char-grilled broccoli and bulgur wheat salad. For dessert, it's healthy mango sundae.
Holly! Darling, you gonna help Daddy with the dessert?
Yes, please.
And the lamb cutlets? Now, we all know that you love desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah? We'll do a little yoghurt parfait with some macerated fruits. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to take a tablespoon of icing sugar, dust that over the fruits. Good. Now...
Is that enough? Or...
That's perfect, darling. Thank you. Zest the orange over the fruits. And what's going to happen now is going to start to sort of marinate. I'm going to put some basil in there. That'll make it really flavoursome. Fresh basil in. And then we need to give that little mix up. I'm going to squeeze some fresh orange juice in there, nice and gently. OK? How gorgeous do those berries look now?
Very.
So we just leave them to marinate, OK? And that's what we call macerated berries.
Now for the mango sundae.
Right, mangoes in, please.
I love mangoes.
Nice. Now, they're naturally sweet, OK? On. Nice. Oh. That smells incredible. Now, how fresh does that smell?
Very.
Now, you love art, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you're going to put these together. So a nice little dollop of mango at the bottom, nice and slowly.
Once each glass has a layer of mango puree at the bottom, spoon over a layer of thick natural yoghurt and alternate until the glass is full.
Well done. Now,
They look yummy.
from there, you get your berries. You sit your berries on top.
It tastes so fresh.
But now they've been marinated and the berries have been slightly macerated. And then finally, look, get your icing sugar and just tap on top. They look beautiful. Now, they sit in the fridge to get nice and chilled, okay? So, if I take 3 and promise not to sneeze, and you take 1 and open the fridge door, good job.
Desserts chilling in the fridge. Now for the super simple main course. To go with the aromatic lamb chops, a tasty char-grilled broccoli and bulgur wheat salad. To cook the bulgur wheat, just simmer until tender, then drain. To give the broccoli a char-grilled flavour, simply cook with salt in a hot, dry pan until smoky and tender. For a quick and easy aromatic dressing, mix together harissa paste with either buttermilk or creme fraiche and add chopped mint. Simple as that. To serve, thoroughly dress your broccoli and bulgur wheat and finish with more fresh mint leaves. Dessert ready and salad's done.
Now for the aromatic grilled lamb chops. How much do you love lamb holes?
A lot.
A lot. On a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
OK, these lamb chops are going to be delicious. First, we're going to marinate them. I'll start putting the spices in.
Yeah.
First one,
Coriander.
coriander, good. So, teaspoon of coriander seeds in. A little touch of, what's that?
Cumin.
Cumin, well done. Cumin in. One of Daddy's favourites.
Turmeric.
Turmeric, a teaspoon of that in there. Now, a little touch of salt. And then I want you to start grinding that down while I get the ginger and the garlic. Give that a nice little mix, please, for Daddy. That looks amazing. After that, get the garlic, lay it flat. And look, it almost purees the garlic, so we get a nice paste. See that underneath? Sorry about dirtying your nails.
It's okay. I'll just smell of garlic now.
Nothing wrong with that. The more you smell of garlic, the less the boys are going to date you.
Sorry?
Right, now the ginger makes it sort of spicy and fruity. Now, get the ginger and do exactly the same with the ginger. When you grate it like this, it turns into the most amazing ginger puree. Off you go, darling. Come on, Holly, put some muscle into it. Good girl. Nice. See all that there? You get the back of the knife. Now, I'm going to drizzle some olive oil in there, OK? And you bring that together as a paste for Daddy. There you go. Go on,
It's all
babe.
stuck on.
No, it'll come off. Nice. Good girl. Now, that smells incredible. That is a delicious paste. So I'm going to tip all that marinade on to the lamb. And then I want you to rub it all in to those lamb chops. In we go. Get your hands in there, my girl. Come on, Holes. So look, you get them in there and you rub all that marinade. The flavour inside these chops. Come on, Holly.
Where'd you find jumper?
Come on. Your jumper's fine. Just smell that. Nice.
So fresh.
And the earlier you do this, the better. The turmeric is starting to stain the lamb chops. They're not even cooked yet they smell delicious.
Yeah.
What are you like, honestly? Oh, my nails. Oh, my nails.
Delicious after marinating from 10 minutes to overnight. But if you can't wait to get your hands on them, you can grill the chops straight away.
Gas nice and high. And grilling them is going to make them slightly healthier. So, lamb on. First one in. We'll slide that in alongside.
Is that so you fit more in the pan?
That's right. What I want to do is get those really nice grill marks on there. See? On. Now we're going to cook them 3 sides. One side up, flip it, and then on the back, see this bit here?
Yeah.
I'm going to grill it on there as well. Now, if you could get the yoghurt out of the fridge, please, darling. Nice. Some fresh mint. I want you to pick the mint, please, and give it a little chop and mix it in with the yoghurt.
Smells amazing.
Doesn't it? So, yoghurt in. Chop up the mint, please. Have a look at the colour of the lamb. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh,
So nice.
doesn't it? How nice are they? They smell incredible. Grilling them this way, they cook so much quicker. Okay, it's a lot healthier. Smell those. Beautiful. Excited?
Yes, very.
Good.
I reckon Megan will like those.
I hope so. See what I'm doing? I'm standing the chops up.
Yeah.
They were not going to dry out this way.
Is that chopped enough?
Chopped.
Or a bit more?
That's fine. And then mix it into the yoghurt, please, darling.
This isn't too hard, is it, Dad?
Not at all, my darling.
How would you know when they're done?
Nice and pink. 3.5 to 4 minutes each side. Medium, 6 minutes. Well done. 8 or 9 minutes. How would you like your lamb, my darling?
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
That's what I always go for.
A lamb cutlet, at its best, would be medium red. Off with the gas. OK? Got a lovely, lovely flavour. OK? Look at that. Wow. I'm in heaven. I'll carry the lamb and the yoghurt. If you get the bulgur wheat and the broccoli there, darling. That smells incredible.
It really does.
Fast and easy to make, packed with goodness and utterly delicious. With a bit of kitchen know-how, you have my ultimate healthy dinner on the table in just 30 minutes.
Mum, Till.
The perfect meal for any busy family.
So excited. I could smell it from a mile away.
Oh, really?
Shall I go get the dessert?
Why not?
Oh, can we start serving?
She's dying to show her desserts. They are incredible.
Till?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, wow, that's
Wow.
very fancy.
Look how proud she is.
They
I
look
need my
gorgeous,
glasses
Hall.
Holes, they look amazing.
They do.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at the colours. It's kind of luminous.
Pass it here for you, but after you've eaten all your broccoli.
That's a long time away.
Nice and healthy.
And she got her hands dirty for the first time in 13 years.
Ollie?
It's delicious. Really, really lovely.
There are loads more great home cooking recipes on my app, Cook With Me. You can find it in the App Store. Good luck.